And when I tell you she came and she did not come to play, she came to slay, bitch. Here we go, here we go. Hey y'all, it is your friend Extravaganza, aka the Hollywood Hero, and we are back again with another Top 10 Tuesday. This time with new and improved audio quality. Thank you. Today we have a very special Top 10 Tuesday. It is the kickoff of our 3-part Top 30 lip syncs from RuPaul's Drag Race. Yes ma'am, yes. Now this is a list I put a lot of time and effort into, and I did a lot of research on the love that I have for RuPaul's Drag Race, the art of drag in general. It knows no bounds, and in making this video, I really fell in love with it all over again. You know, I hope that y'all see that this is also a labor of love. Before we get into the things, please make sure to do all of the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all true to this, not new to this. And please make sure to follow all of my social medias. They'll be linked down below for you to go and peruse. I do also have a couple of rules for this list. One being that both of the girls has to do well and also know all of the lyrics. Now, I'll let it slide if it's like, 75% of the lyrics, But if you did not know any words, I'm sorry, darling, it's a chop. You will not be on this list. I'm looking at you, Mirage. Secondly, I tried to limit this to 3 lip syncs per season. I probably did break some rules along the way, but we'll just see, won't we? Without further ado, let's get into some honorable mentions. My first honorable mention today is going to be Hershey LaCour-Jete versus Geneva Carr to Maybe You're the Problem by Ava Max. This was a really good song. I feel like both girls really embodied it in their own way. I liked how Hershey did the little church lady thing. I quite honestly would have picked Hershey over Geneva. I do understand why RuPaul chose to keep Geneva as opposed to Hershey, because she did just have a top 2 the previous week before, but I enjoyed both girls' performances. My second honorable mention is gonna be a little controversial simply because it is in the honorable mention category, but it's gonna be Mayhem Miller versus Ginger Minj to Phone by Lizzo. I thought this song in general is just kind of like a fever dream, and watching the lip sync I also got that vibe. They both sold it. They were both very humorous and comedic, and they played well with each other rather than, girl, this is my stage, no, this is my stage. They really worked together to give the people a show, and that's what we came to see, okay? Now let's get into the real deal, y'all. Number 30, it might throw a couple people off, but I like it, and that's what matters. Is the 6-way lip sync from season 11. I don't know what coffee enema RuPaul had taken that day, but for him to deem all of those girls the bottom 6, not a bottom 2, but the bottom 6, because their challenge was that bad, and quite honestly, looking at that, I really don't blame her.
My God, there's room for everybody. Let's just say that.
But the lip sync in itself was such a mess. You got Honey Davenport flopping around on the ground. You got Akira taking off her headpiece to these braids underneath. It just... But everybody simultaneously, like the desperation and the fighting for your life. Baby, it was a lip sync for your life, for multiple lives, okay? And I truly enjoyed it. Now, my number 29 choice is going to be the original lip sync between 2 front runners in the competition. And it's going to be BeBe Zahara Benet versus Anjana to Stronger by Britney Spears. Both really strong contestants at this time in the game. This is the first season, and this is our first time seeing BeBe in the bottom. And when I tell you she came and she did not come to play, she came to slay, bitch, okay? Here we go, here we go. BeBe was not going home, and she meant that. Anjana, she was talking her little ish in the confessional saying, I don't need to do all of this in the confessional, and you went home, girl. But you put up a damn good fight. So, thanks, ladies. Now, my number 28 is going to be a lip sync that I previously talked about in another Top 10 Tuesday video, but it's going to be Jocelyn Fox versus Laganja Estranja to Stupid Girls by Pink. Baby, ain't this down. I think this is the first time we ever saw the dual split be a thing in the lip sync for your life. And not only was it executed correctly, it was executed superbly. The editors doing their little slow-mo, they knew what they was doing, baby. I feel like everybody thought Jocelyn was to be played with, and she showed y'all in that lip sync that she was not the one or the two, baby, okay? My number 27 pick is gonna be what I think is a really pivotal moment for season 12, but it's gonna be the lip sync between Jada Essence Hall and Heidi N Closet to 1999 by Prince. Baby, this was a mother-tucking show, okay? One, you have Heidi, I think this is her 4th time in the bottom. You could tell on her face that she was tired, but she was gonna fight, baby. She was going to fight. And then when it comes to Jada, I was a little worried for her at this point in the season. You know, she was kind of starting to fade into the background, at least for me. But baby, she took that wig off, she kicked that leg up, she got that leg up in the air, baby. And I honestly, she was solidified as my winner from that point on. It was a really good time. Both of the ladies gave a show. You could tell that the camaraderie that they experienced off stage also showed itself on the stage. And it just, once again, a really good show. Jolly good show. Now, my number 26 pick, I feel like it goes a little unnoticed or unloved by the fans, but it truly was iconic the first time that I watched it, and the second time, third time, fourth time, fifth time, and you know, and on and on. However, when I was watching it for research purposes when it came to this video, I was mesmerized once again. And this is going to be Detox versus Lanacia Sparks to Cher, Take Me Home. This was a really mesmerizing lip sync. You got Detox doing her, you know, looking like she off a thing, you know what I'm saying? And then Lanacia, she's just serving Womana and effervescence. You know, she is commanding the stage. I quite honestly feel like it should have been a double Shantae, but they ended up using it well for Roxy and Alyssa later in the season. However, this was a really good lip sync that I feel like more people need to give a little credence to. My number 25 pick is one of those lip syncs that makes you go, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm, you know what I'm saying? But it's going to be between Mohart and Latrice Royale to Sissy That Walk by RuPaul. Now, this was the lip sync Lollapalooza of All Stars 4. It was dire straits for both of the girls. Monique, or Mo, excuse me, wanted to keep her spot in the competition, of course. And Latrice, who had been freshly voted out by Mo, wanted her back in blood, okay? And both of the girls, they were really fighting on stage. Monique, you got this sickening wig reveal, which nobody saw coming. I know I didn't. She gave it all on the stage. And then you got Latrice doing color guard, baton twirling and all of this here. I was entertained and on the edge of my seat. And then when RuPaul gives the final verdict of Latrice being the winner, I was sitting there with my jaw on the floor like, no way Mohart just went home off of a lip sync Lollapalooza. And then she gives the troll and she's like, yeah girl, you can actually stay too. And I felt just like Mo, like, I was gonna get you in the parking lot too. Now, my number 24 pick may be a little controversial for some. Not that it's on the list, but because it's so low down on the list, but it's gonna be Evie Oddly versus Brooklyn Heights to Sorry Not Sorry by Demi Lovato. This was a show. Now, the first time I watched this lip sync, like everybody else, I'm gooped and gagged and, you know, on the ground. And it was amazing. Then I watched it for a second time and I'm like, this is really good, but the Cirque du Soleil acrobatics, they're impressive, they're entertaining, lovely to watch. However, the novelty kind of wears off for me after like the second or third time that you watch it. Still a great lip sync, and obviously these girls were desperate and fighting for their life, so of course they're gonna break out every Cirque du Soleil move and, you know, every freak show act that they can if they think that it's gonna keep them in the competition another week. However, it did kind of get out of hand and become a battle of one-upsmanship rather than let's lip sync the song. But enjoyable nonetheless. My number 23 pick is going to be another very pivotal moment for its respective season. And it's going to be Detox and Jinx to Malambo number 1 by Ima Shumack, I believe. Anywho, this was a moment that it really turned the tide of the season. Everybody was already rooting for Jinx because Relaska Tox was on her ass relentlessly for whatever reason. But nobody knew Jinx's strength when it came to lip syncing. And I think they greatly underestimated her. But when she bopped out that wow, 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 it was over with. Detox, unfortunately, could not keep up, no matter how many she gave us, okay? But it was a really entertaining show. I know the behind the scenes drama caused it to be such, but hey, it gave us something. It gave us something. My number 22 pick, please do not jump me because it's so low on the list. I love it, y'all, but we got other girls to get to. It is going to be Trinity K. Bonet versus Laganja Estranja Too Physical by Dua Lipa. I'm sorry. Dua Lipa. I cannot resist calling Dua Lipa that ever since I heard somebody call her that. That is just the funniest thing. Anywho, this was a show. From Laganja's entrance all the way from, you know, the 8th circle of heaven to her breaking her back, her neck, her entire spine on the stage. Trinity kept up, and I think she did a really good job of keeping up. However, the moment was Laganja's, baby. Now, my number 21 and my final pick for this part of the Top 30 video is going to be another Trinity K. Bonet staple, and it's Vibeology between her and Adore Delano. Now, this was a lip sync where I think there were a lot of stakes. Maybe not competition-wise. I mean, of course, competition-wise, it's a lip sync for your life. But having Paula Abdul on the judging panel when Adore Delano was previously eliminated from American Idol, it was very timely to have her in the bottom. And I think it was also, you know, a great thing for storyline, whether the producers designed it that way or not. But this was a truly great lip sync. Them girls, baby, they was moving on that stage. And I quite honestly also think this could have been a double shine. But I know they had a narrative to give for the show. And also I feel like it was a great round out to Trinity's first arc on Drag Race. And overall, it was great. It was great. Sorry, I have nothing else to say. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. And please make sure to tune in again and again the following weeks because we will have parts 2 and 3 of my top 30 Drag Race lip syncs of all time, okay? Please make sure, like I said, do all the YouTube stuff. If you agree with some of my placements, let me know. If you didn't quite agree, also let me know. But thank y'all again for tuning into the Hollywood Hero. Peace out. Bye.